Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be going over some very interesting PlayStation news, so if you end up enjoying the video, drop it a like, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. So the first topic in the video is actually coming from a tweet that Cory Barlog put out, and I found it very interesting. So this is coming from PlayStation Universe, where the headline reads, Cory Barlog feels the pressure having to follow up HBO's The Last of Us ahead of the God of War TV show adaptation. HBO's The Last of Us has set a new quality bar for video game to TV show / film adaptations, one that even the rest of PlayStation Productions' own projects might not stand up to. The pressure is now on the projects yet to come, like the upcoming God of War TV show, as The Last of Us is now only days away from its Season 1 finale. Sony Santa Monica's own Cory Barlog, who directed 2018's God of War and has been a part of Kratos' journey from the beginning, says that he's already feeling the pressure being stacked on because The Last of Us is so effing good. And Cory Barlog actually put out a tweet where he said, quote, "Truly amazing, humbling, and inspiring work that fills me with joy and happiness for all who made it. And no small amount of pressure, frustration, and a wee bit of jealousy that it is so effing good. Seriously, what they are achieving is goddamn monumental, so proud of them." And so yeah guys, I mean, it's actually kind of funny because when you really think about it, the only really bad thing when it comes to The Last of Us HBO show is that the bar that it is setting is so high that it's almost impossible for any other video game adaptation to compete with it, because I knew going into The Last of Us show that it was going to be very, very good because Neil Druckmann was involved. But honestly, it's kind of surpassing my expectations, and I'm obviously happy about that. But yeah, I mean, that's probably the worst thing looking forward into the future, because this God of War TV show is coming out at some point, and there's a Gran Turismo movie, and I believe also a Ghost of Tsushima movie. And yeah, honestly, I do not think that the rest of PlayStation Productions can reach the bar that The Last of Us has. You know, it doesn't have to, because in my opinion, no one has hit the bar in video games like The Last of Us has, like not even God of War or Uncharted or anything like that. So I still have faith that this God of War TV show is still going to be very good, and the main reason why is because Cory Barlog is going to be involved. I don't know how much. I don't know if he's going to be like directing episodes or writing the script. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it does suck that this Last of Us show is so good only because it's setting the bar so high, and that's obviously going to add even more pressure to a show like God of War. And so yeah guys, down below let me know your thoughts on Cory Barlog coming out and tweeting that, you know, he's feeling a lot more pressure because the Last of Us show is just extremely well done, and it is just continuously setting the bar. Moving on to the next topic in the video, we're going to be going over some pretty controversial comments when it comes to PlayStation's boss, Jim Ryan. And so once again, reading from PlayStation Universe, the headline reads, PlayStation boss Jim Ryan reportedly said, quote, "I don't want a new Call of Duty deal, I want to block your merger." Jim Ryan, CEO and president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, reportedly pulled no punches during a closed-door hearing with EU regulators last month, telling Activision and Microsoft that, quote, "I don't want a new Call of Duty deal, I just want to block your merger," unquote. That's according to Activision's Lulu Chang Mercive, who claimed that Ryan's comments came on February 21st. And so yeah guys, I mean, there's been so much news going on when it comes to this whole Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger and Sony trying to block it. I have purposely since the beginning have avoided talking about this because genuinely I don't care. I just want this to be over with one way or the other, whether it gets approved or rejected. I genuinely do not care. But I couldn't miss out on talking about this because I saw this yesterday, and at first I was like, there's no way Jim Ryan said this. And then I looked into where this came from, and I was like, oh, this is very interesting, so I had to talk about it. And yeah, I mean, the first thing I gotta say is, did Jim Ryan actually say this? Because, I mean, first of all, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, because assuming Jim did say this, the first part he says that he doesn't want a new Call of Duty deal. Now, I'm not fully aware how long the current deal for PlayStation and Call of Duty lasts. I don't know if it's like a year or 3 years. I'm pretty sure it's less than 5 years. So you would think that they would want a new deal. So that part of this quote coming from Jim Ryan doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But who knows? Maybe Jim is being serious. I mean, we don't know, because this is coming from some lady that works with Activision, because that's why I do believe that he actually said this, because why would someone that is like higher up at Activision just come out and blatantly lie and make up something that Jim Ryan didn't say? Because if they did, I mean, that would make this turn really ugly very quickly. That's why I hope that Jim actually did say this, because if Jim didn't say anything like this and Microsoft or Activision is just making this stuff up to try and make PlayStation look bad, then it's about to get very ugly. And I don't want that, because like I said earlier, I want this conversation to die. I'm tired of like every news coming out every day. It's only about Microsoft and PlayStation trying to block it. And yeah, I'm just very annoyed with it. But yeah, I just had to share my thoughts on this coming from Jim Ryan apparently. And so yeah, my final takeaways, I do believe he said this. And if he did, obviously this was never meant to be public, because this is apparently whenever he went to Brussels, and it was behind closed doors. So it was a private conversation. And so yeah, guys, down below, let me know your thoughts on apparently Jim Ryan last month saying that he doesn't want a new Call of Duty deal. He just wants to block Microsoft's merger with Activision Blizzard. Moving on to the final topic in the video, we have a very exciting update when it comes to the Lord of the Rings Gollum game. So once again, reading from PlayStation Universe, the headline reads, "The Lord of the Rings Gollum will launch this September, new gameplay trailer revealed." The Lord of the Rings Gollum was featured during its publisher Nacon's own Nacon Connect event, with a new gameplay trailer and a more defined release window of September 2023. Previously, we know it would be releasing sometime in the fall, though now we know that it'll be sometime specifically in September, though Daedalic Entertainment still doesn't seem to feel comfortable enough to call a date in September. And so yeah, guys, this is good news. This is a game I've been looking forward to for a while now. Now, it's not my most anticipated game of this year, but I am a really big Lord of the Rings fan, and I love the character of Gollum. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of the art style that they've chose for this game, it's still pretty cool. And yeah, we got a new gameplay trailer, and apparently they've confirmed that even though they don't have a solid release day, they're saying that the game is expected to launch sometime in September of this year. And so hopefully that ends up being true. I hope this game does not get delayed again, because if it does, that means it would probably get pushed into 2024. And yeah, I'm just really excited to play this game, and hopefully it does come out sometime in September. But what do you guys think? Down below, let me know your thoughts on this new gameplay trailer for Lord of the Rings Gollum, and let me know if you're excited to play it when it comes out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it or found it informative, drop it a like, and hit the subscribe button by turning on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.